Try the IKEA plant balls. Those sound delicious. I'm totally in. My house is all IKEA. So, IKEA, I guess it's said here. Please join me up on stage, the woman who made so much of this possible, who works tirelessly to pull off this incredible event, Monica Langthaler.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you. First of all, a big thank you to you, Matt. You know, I knew you already, and I knew you would be awesome here. So, you know, from now on, I hope you always will be with us at our next Austrian World Summit in the future. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
For all your work you did with us. Well, thank you to all our speakers, all our participants. You know, these last 2 years or 1.5 years were also not so easy for us. Last year, everybody, when we said we do have a pandemic, but we still want to organize an environmental conference, everybody said, no. Why are you going to organize the Austrian World Summit 2020? People won't listen because we do have a pandemic. And Arnold Schwarzenegger, he does say always to us, don't listen to the naysayers. So we said, well, we are not listening to those naysayers. We will organize also in a pandemic a conference about pollution and about the environment. And last year, the Austrian World Summit was the biggest environmental and climate conference in the world, you know? That was the answer to all the naysayers in 2020. So we had an incredible international audience, and I hope we will have that this year as well. We do know already that this Austrian World Summit 2021 will be one of the 3 biggest climate and environmental conferences in the world. So we have a lot of international participants and listeners, and we are thankful to all of them, and of course thankful to all of you. And I would love to thank really my team from the Austrian World Summit, my team from the Schwarzenegger Climate Initiative, and of course my colleagues from the Schwarzenegger Institute. Please give them a big hand. Thank you so much. We really worked endlessly, and it's only me standing here and representing a big team with really powerful and very enthusiastic people. And those two who, of course, have helped us all the time endlessly, I would love to ask them to join for the last time for this year on stage, Arnold and the President van der Bellen. Please, would you come up to me? So, would you join me one left? Well, we also have our climate action story. You know, we ask all our speakers to provide us what they did in this last month, that the planet will be healthier. We will, of course, put all our climate solutions on our website, and we will do a report so everybody who is interested can read that, and we will do it as our We are the last participants on stage. And let me begin with you, President van der Bellen. A few words about today, what you heard, and maybe also, hopefully, you will support us in 2022.
Of course. No, it was so inspiring. You know, you have so many intelligent, engaged people, young entrepreneurs, startup firms. It really strengthens a prejudice of mine. And my prejudice is politics is lagging behind. People are more aware of what's happening than all over the world, well, almost all over the world. Politics is lagging behind. Why I am engaged, perhaps just a sentence to that, what I'm worried about really is that we oversee the tipping points in the process. Tipping points meaning that something happens that is irreversible, uncontrollable, self-enforcing, and that's it then. And it can happen. So we have to get the message across, but what I find is there are so many people that know this already. Young firms, young people, Fridays for Future, and it's not only Greta Thunberg, it's many, many young people who know that it's their future. And this event again, and by the way, you organized it perfectly again.
Thank you.
Just perfectly. So all this gives me really courage and endurance, if you want, to keep on with you, Arnold, to keep on with all the people who are really interested in the topic and they want to change something. They want to change something and they just do it. And that's really inspiring.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Well, Arnold, famous last words for today.
Well, first of all, I just want to say again, Sasha, thank you so much for being such a great partner in our conference here. I think without you, we couldn't have done it. You know, I'm serious about it because you're not just the Bundespräsident, but you are all the way down to your bones an environmentalist. You have studied this, you know it, you know we are going in the right direction when we do this kind of conference. That is the most important thing, is to communicate and to communicate and communicate and inspire the people. And so you are such a great part of that. So thank you very much for all your passion and you being always part of that and supporting us. Okay, big hand. Thank you. And I also want to say thank you to Monica and her entire team, because without her and her team, we wouldn't have this conference. So it is so important, and it just shows to you that there's no such thing as one person doing anything. You always need help. Yes, I came up with the idea to have the conference in Austria, but without the help of all these people here and all of you being here and the sponsors and the speakers and all of that, we wouldn't have a conference. So we all work together. So this is what's so wonderful here. So I want to say thank you, Monica, for all your help that you've done. You are unbelievable. I love working with you, really.
Thank you so much.
Well, that's
And no,
oh no,
Iceman,
Schwarzenegger,
get down.
get down. Time to go.
I want to thank you also for coming extra over here all the way from the United States to help us host this. Thank you very much for all your help. And I just want to say to all of you that I hope that you took my message seriously, that we have to communicate differently. I know it from experience because I was governor of California, and the way we passed our laws in California, the strictest environmental laws, was by communicating differently, by communicating about pollution, about the health risks, and about people dying from pollution, rather than talking just about climate change. So I know from experience that's the right way to go. That's what we have to do worldwide, so I hope you take that seriously. And number three, I just want to say, I always say that why we have made so much progress with the coronavirus and fighting it is because we were very simple with the communication. No matter which country you went, they said, do social distancing, wear a mask, wash your hands regularly, and get the vaccine as soon as it is developed. So there were 4 messages, very simple, everyone could understand it. And this is exactly what we have to do here. We have to make the simple messages. And I give you just a simple message. Eat less meat. Go and use LED lights. And buy local. Those are just the 3 things, simple things that everyone can participate in. And we would make an impact if we all work together. If you do that, then you will become part of the solution rather than being part of the problem. Thank you very much. And I'll be back. Thank you.
Hooray for youth action!
Be part of the Austrian World Summit. We'll be back.